Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Loss, Loving Life with Karen Chaston. I'm Karen Chaston and it is so great to be here. It is Monday the 10th of January 2022, and if you add up all of those days, you can see that it comes to 8, which is always an abundance day. So let's create abundance today. Let's create abundance of awareness. Oh my God, you can see how red I am from yesterday. I walked for an hour and a half with my beautiful daughter yesterday, and it was actually good, but I didn't realize how red I was. I should have put some powder on that. But anyway, we're here now. We're live. In the chat, please let me know where you're from. As always, I will be drawing one card. I don't do cards. I help people to move beyond loss, any kind of loss, and create their better every night. But today, as always, I am going to choose a card from the beautiful Marcia Quinton's cards, channeled spiritual guidance cards. Hi, Marie. Great to see you here all the way from England. What a beautiful country. Had the pleasure of visiting there for the first time in this lifetime. I'm sure I've spent many lifetimes there back in 2018, and I absolutely loved it. I really did feel like I had been there many times. Anyway, today, as I said, one card. What do you reckon? 3 more shuffles, and what will I pick? Top or bottom? Feeling top today. Oh, look at the card. Wow, doesn't it look beautiful? This is a MasterCard number 9, Angel of Protection. A shield of light surrounds you. Ooh, how amazing is that? So this is for everyone. Hi, Tony. Hi, Rashida. Happy New Year, Marie. And yes, Happy New Year to everybody. 10th of January as we are. So let me read what this card is about. A shield of light surrounds you. This is an angel of protection. Isn't she beautiful? Let me hold her up so you can actually see just how beautiful she is. Okay, so shield of protection. Protection surrounds you. You need not feel fear as the light shield is strong upon your path today. If the angel of protection has appeared for you, it is to reassure you that all is well and you are within her loving light of protection. She has heard your need and stepped forward from the realms of light to love and protect you, your life, and all of those you love. Oh my God, this is so ideal for what we are all experiencing at the moment. How beautiful is this? It is to reassure you that all is well and you are within her loving light of protection. She has heard your need and stepped forward from the realms of light to love and protect you, your life, and all of those you love. Be guided with your decisions and stay strong in your purpose today. Her power is supreme. She reminds you to seek protection for yourself on the journey through life. Added to any other card, it increases her power and purpose. Oh my God, how amazing. Isn't it a beautiful card? And hello, Abina from Canada, and it is Tony. Thank you. A beautiful card. And I think it's something that we all require at the moment, to stay strong in your beliefs, whatever your beliefs are, in your knowing. And, you know, it is not for anyone else to tell you that your beliefs and your knowing are wrong, because they're always right for you. And the more that we feel into them, the more we get out of our head and take that, you know, little journey. I guess for me, it's like a 12-inch journey down to your heart. For some people, it's a bit further. But it's really interesting that for everyone to know that the more you get into your heart and into your soul, into your gut, the more that you will always do what is right for you. Okay, so hello, Tara. Hello, yep, Tony, it is. Yvette, I don't do cards. I just do one card for the group, whether you listen to it live or on the replay. This is it. And it is Rashida. Great to see you, and I'm glad it's your first time here. So what do I do? Because I don't do cards, I don't do readings, but what I do is I assist people to move beyond any kind of loss and create their better everyday life. And each time I come on, which is twice a week, on Mondays and Thursdays for 30 minutes. That's all. You get me for 30 minutes twice a week, because I was doing hour shows and they were good. But you know what? I thought, let's spread the word at different times and different things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into my trusty little slides and we're going to talk about it. So as I said, I am a beyond loss expert. I help people to move beyond any kind of loss and create their better everyday life. And I firmly believe that our life journeys, everyone's life journey, is us going from love to loss. And it's an infinite journey of us going from love to loss and then hopefully back for love. But because we have a lack of loss intelligence, which means we haven't really been taught how to move beyond loss with ease, to grab the gifts, to grab the lessons, and to realize that, loss is it's a physical loss, whether it's a death of a loved one, a divorce, your job loss, your health, your wealth, or any of the minor losses that will come to the forefront. It is about us understanding, what does this mean for me now? I am not going to be the same person I was before this loss event moving forward. So what does this mean for me now? And how can I come back to love? How can I learn to love my life again, no matter what the loss is? And there are over 40 different loss events that can affect all of our lives. And it's really important for us to understand that when we look at this list, we are all going to have multiple major losses throughout our lives. When you look at this list, you will clearly see, no matter what age you are, you have had multiple major losses. Have you moved beyond them? Or have you shoved them down with, unhealthy habits, food, alcohol, drugs, all these different avoidance tactics that we have all created throughout the world? If you look at the world, you can clearly see that we're really good at doing avoidance, working too much, eating too much, drinking way too much, shopping. Then we even call it retail therapy. But is it retail therapy as we watch our bank account go down and our unfulfillment go up? We are very much in a world of our 15 seconds of gratification, and then we're searching for our next thing to be gratified about. But we haven't taken, because we don't know how to easily take that journey within ourselves, because that's where all our answers are. That's where the master lies. You are the master you are seeking, as my beautiful friend Beth Elaine Haynes has, said to me for years and years and years. And when I first heard it, I went, you are so right. I am the master I am seeking. Sure, we may require some people to assist us, to guide us back to us. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So because it is about you coming back to you. So when you look in the mirror, who is it that you see? Have you started that journey of being in love with the person in the mirror? Do you look in that mirror and go, whoa, the old Fonzie salutes, yeah? Or do you actually look in the mirror and you see someone who you don't love, who you berate, who you talk down to? It's really important for us all to start this journey of actually being that person that we truly want to be, the person who we want to love, no matter what's going on in our life. We want to learn from our experiences and know that the one who's reflecting all your thoughts and feelings and habits is the person that I love. Because those thoughts and feelings and habits, once you become aware of them, it is a journey of you actually going, how can I improve on this? And it's not about you berating yourself and being angry at yourself for where you are at this time. No, it's about you looking back to the past for answers on how you can create that better everyday life in the future. And it all starts with awareness. So it all starts with you looking in that mirror and going, I want to become the person that I can look in the mirror and truly love. No matter if she's carrying or he's carrying a little bit, extra weight, or whether they have really baggy eyes today, or they didn't eat that well yesterday and they feel a bit sluggish today. It's all about becoming. It's a life journey. It's a continual life journey of us becoming that person who we really want to look in the mirror and love. And it is the steps. So I'm going to share a little exercise with you that I really love to do. Because it brings tears to my eyes more often than not. I love to do this about 2 or 3 times. Sash, I don't do cards. All I do is help people to move beyond loss and create their better everyday life. So I totally understand if you don't want to hang around, but who knows, you may learn something. And maybe you'll actually learn ways that you can trust your intuition and not rely on someone else to give you a cards, to give you the answer. You have all of the answers that you are seeking within you. And I help people to take that journey to go within so that they can find their true answers, so they can move beyond any kind of loss. They can grab those lessons. So yeah, totally understand. So what we do is this exercise. I love to do it I used to do it every day, but now I do it 2-3 times a week. And what I do is I stand in front of the mirror and I have my little boom box on and I play a love song to myself. And the love song that I play to myself is Jason Mraz's I Won't Give Up. Now, this is the most amazing song. It even starts off with, As I Look Into Your Eyes. And it's a beautiful love song that you are actually singing to yourself. And when you listen to the words and you know that you're singing to yourself, and it's all about that you won't give up on you. And it's the most beautiful song because we are all on a life journey, a journey where we come into this world alone and we leave this world alone. There is no one else that you spend 24/7 with. But so often in life, we do give up on ourselves. We start to believe the things that people say about us. Oh, you're not good at that, or you can't do that. Or, even when I started, before I wrote my first book, and I have just released my 5th book last year, which has become an international bestseller. How cool is that? Demystifying Loss. So what it is before I wrote my first book, I caught up with a girlfriend because, my 3rd book I thought was going to be my first book. And it's the story of, teenagers playing grown-ups, where 4 teenage girls, all 4 pregnant, and they all choose a different option. And I chose adoption when I was pregnant at 16. So, and another friend who I met with, she had chosen abortion. So we met to talk and she's like, what do you mean you're going to write a book? You were no good at English. I was really good at English. If anyone's going to write a book, it should be me. And I'm going, just because I'm writing a book doesn't mean you can't write a book. And sure, she was right. At school, I wasn't very good at English. I was really good at maths, which is probably why I became an accountant. But anyway, the thing is, so often we believe the things that people tell us. We believe that we're not good at this or great at this and all these sort of things. So we end up deferring our life, living through other people's lives and pushing our kids to achieve the things that we didn't have the courage or the patience to achieve. And that's why I love to help people to deep dive into themselves to find their true answers, because no one else has walked an inch in your shoes. No one else views the world the way you view the world. Whether it's limited or expanded, no one else has had the experiences that you have had in your lifetime at this time. And who you are today is a sum of all of those experiences. And so often we, I wish I was more like her or more like him, or I wish I could do that, or I just wish I had this. But you can. You can be the person that you want to be. It's just a matter about sometimes getting out of your own way. And that's why I love this practice, because it helps you to reconnect to you as you look into your eyes which we all know are the windows to the soul. As we look into our eyes and we sing these beautiful love songs to ourselves, that you won't give up on who you are. You won't give up on your dreams. You won't, do the things that so many people do. We're all so busy. But a lot of the times we're busy helping other people create their dreams. We're not busy creating our own dreams. And that's why I love what I do. That's why I love to assist people to know how to come back to who they are and truly, truly, truly be the person who they came here to be. And that's why I created my gift of loss process, because it's a really quick, I'm just going to go through it quickly, the 5 steps. And over the next 5 episodes, we're going to deep dive into each of these 5, because it's really important for us all to know that when loss comes to visit in any of those 40 forms that you show, different loss events, 40 plus different loss events, it is about us learning from it, growing from it, and then moving on to become that person. Because sometimes in life we sort of get down a road and it's so much fun that we forget that we are all spiritual beings having an earthly experience. We forget that we are actually here to do so much. And what is it? What is it that we are here to do? And that normally it's through deep diving into all of our tragedies that we will find the answer. It certainly was for me, and it has been for most people who I meet who have started that journey back to themselves. So let's quickly go through them. So the first step is to stop. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Over the last 2 years, we've all been forced to stop. And what I have noticed is the people who have done the deep dive in prior to 2020, they were, I guess, more in their essence. They were easily being okay with having to stop because they've done the stop before. Because the stop is where all the answers lie. It's not in the busyness of life, because busyness of life is an avoidance tactic, because you're not stopping, you're not listening to your inner thoughts, your inner feelings, to, this drum that I certainly had inside of me in my corporate environment, which was a constant drum of, when are you going to be happy? Sure, you're making all this money and you're always busy, but, you're overweight and you're not looking after yourself, and you're not looking after your relationships, and you're not looking after your inner health or your spiritual health or anything about who you are. If you looked at all areas of your life and you looked at your wellness wheel, you can see how out of balance it all is. And I was out of balance. And it took my son dying literally at my back door, and my husband and I finding him there for us. We didn't even stop. We kept going. I literally went back to work the day after his funeral, because that's what you do. Just keep busy, give it time, everything will be all right. But it's not the way for us to truly become the person who we came here to be. It's in the stopping that we get to ask those questions. Questions like, what does this mean for me now? What does it mean for me moving forward? What are the things that I want to continue doing? What are the things I want to stop doing? What are the things I want to start doing? I was an accountant, a CFO of a publicly listed company. I never thought I would be the person here talking to you today, assisting you to come to you, to love your life, assisting you to be able to wake up every morning and be excited about what the day is about to bring to you. I never thought that was possible. That wasn't me. I used to look at the CEOs and go, wow, look at them. How amazing are they? They can seriously just do everything I couldn't do. I didn't think I'd ever write a book. But we can. We hold ourselves back so much. It's in the stopping that you get to look and decide how to accept what has happened, how to truly accept it so that you know that it isn't as tragic as what you think it is. You will be able to move beyond this. You will be able to create your better everyday life. But it's in the acceptance that we start to realize that we are the only person that we are going to spend our entire life with. So why am I putting myself last? Why have I given up on my dreams? Why aren't I living and loving my life? And why is it that I think everyone else is more deserving than me? There's a question, a really important question for us all to ask ourselves on a daily basis so that we know that I deserve to be doing what I'm doing today. I deserve to be onto this path of fulfilling and loving my life. And we do that through identify. We deep dive into all of our hopes, dreams, and aspirations, deep dive into why we put them on hold. You know, the last 2 years has certainly really blatantly, more or less, told ourselves, don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today, because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, if we go back this time 2 years ago, I'm sure a lot of us were planning overseas trips and this. My son was planning a wedding. He still hasn't married his beautiful fiance. Sure, they've had a child in the meantime, but, you know, he really wanted to get married. So we don't know what's going to happen. So we've got to identify all of our hopes, dreams, and aspirations. We've got to identify what holds us back, what moves us forward. Identify all of the things in our life that we want to stop doing, start doing, and continue doing. And once we do that, we can then complete the relationship, what the loss event was all about, how we can learn from it and grow from it. You know, we've in that identify and the completion stage, which come obviously together, we will identify things that we would like to apologize for, things that we'd like to forgive, and things we'd like to acknowledge. Because any loss event is a unique relationship between you and the other person, place, or things, depending on what the loss event was about. And when we realize that unique relationship, we can build things up so we can complete it and learn from it. And then, of course, we can learn how to pivot, because that's what life's about. It's about us pivoting. It's about us being on a journey for however long. And, you know, if you notice, the person who you were 5 years ago, 20 years ago, is not the person who you are now. You have different viewpoints. You know, you have had different experiences along the way. Hopefully you've learned and grown from them, and you've grabbed the good and you've grabbed the bad and you've grabbed the not so ideal or the, you know, the fantastic stuff, and you have learned from it. Wow, this is who I am today. I have, you know, if I'd known what I know today, even last week, I would have probably chosen differently. But now that I know what I know, I will choose differently moving forward. And of course, there will be still something that you don't know. And that's what life is all about. Life is a continual journey. You know, the key to life is keep educating yourself. That's the key to life. And that's what we do. I'm always educating myself. Everyone I know on this journey of assisting people to come back to themselves, educate themselves. So that's the beauty of where we can be. So over the next 5 weeks, next 5 sessions, I should say, because I'm on here for 30 minutes twice a week, we're going to deep dive into those 5 steps, really deep dive into them, giving you amazing tools on how you can really know, no matter what is going on in your life, that you can learn and grow, you can receive that gift, you can receive the lessons. You don't have to be all alone, suffering in silence. You know, our lack of lost intelligence really does create a place where we are suffering in silence, where it affects our health, our wealth, our relationships, our quality of life, all because we don't know how to cope with life's tragic events. We've never been taught. And that's what I do on this platform. And I totally understand that on this platform, a lot of people just want cards, to find out what's going on in their life. But I want to ask you, that is an immediate gratification, which you'll think will be great, if lucky for a day. But what about if you learnt how to read and create your own life? One where you're not relying on someone telling you what a card's going to tell you. What if you were actually able to learn this 5-step process that you can continually do no matter what happens in your life? You can continually learn from it. You can accept it. You can identify. You can complete it, and then you can pivot so that you do create the life that you're hoping this card is going to give you. But nothing's going to come to you without you taking actions. And that's the world that we've all created. We just think, well, if I know this is going to happen, well, it'll just happen. No, it won't. It's action. It's all about you asking the questions and then finding the answers and then taking the action steps that the answers have brought to you so that you can create that life that you are looking for. So I hope this assists you in some ways. As always, as I said, my international best-selling book, Demystifying Loss, is an amazing book. It will help you. It gives you that 5 steps, the gift of loss. It is all detailed out, every single step. I highly recommend if you visit thechastoncenter.com and go to the bookshelf, you will see all the different places that you can buy this book and all of my other 5 books that are on my website. And obviously there's free downloads there. There's a whole lot there. So as always, are there any questions? Because I can see that, people have been asking for cards, and I get it. I totally understand that one of the platforms where this is broadcast, there is people expect to come here and just get questions. But I like to give you tools so that you can create your better everyday life. Because at the end of the day, you are the only person you are going to spend your entire life with. So don't give up on your dreams and don't give up on all of your hopes and aspirations. You can create them. You can. It's just a matter of knowing how to do it. And as I said, go to the bookshop, go and have a look. It's the Chaston Center. Let me just copy where you can go direct into the bookshelf. You can go to Kindle, you can go to Amazon, you can go to my website, and you can, let me just get it here. There you are, paste. Right. So you can do it. Download the book. And as always, I will see you back here Thursdays and Mondays at roughly at this time. And of course, remember to make each day meaningful, memorable, and magical. All the best. I will see you in a couple of days. Bye.